Well, good morning. This is a fairly short video. I'm just have gotten up not too long ago, around 5. I get up at 5 in the morning. And I go to bed fairly early, around 8. Get about 8 hours of sleep because that's incredibly important. That's one of your pillars of strength, is to get sufficient sleep. But that's not what I came to talk about. I do my guitar. I do guitar practice in the morning and sing. I went from doing 2 chords back in 2020. A horse with no name is 2 chords, and I had a hard time with just the 2 chords. So I'm getting better. I would figure another 20 years I'll be a master, so in my 80s. And that's a part of this too. So when you're looking at anything of manifesting, right, or being in line or creating the world that you want, the more and more, and it's not, I watch things on it, yes indeed, and I'll share one on my Facebook with this about manifestation, but it's basically how I've lived my life and got to where I am when I was told you'd never amount to anything, right? People like you don't succeed, blah, 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 blah. So, I sit here in the morning and I give thanks to everything that I have. To be alive in this body, this day, this moment right now. Because right now, you know what I am? I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm wise, I'm strong, I'm whole, and I'm free. Because the truth of the matter is that there are people that are my age and younger that live in my country of origin that has gone completely, Fourth Reich, and that within the next 20 years intends to kill 9 million, probably more, elderly people. I know that there are people my age that have died from neglect, despair, suicide by their own hand, by maid, because they didn't have enough money, or they felt that they were a burden, or the worries that they had in life made them sick. Health doesn't come from outside of you. Health comes from inside you. If you are constantly focused on sickness, which Canada is, Canada has created a whole fucking herd of neurotic people. Well, neurotic people are everywhere. This self-absorbed about every little this, that, and the other thing. I must have this, because they have been programmed for that to happen. So each day I give thanks that I am here where I am, and nobody picked me up and flew me away, and nobody picked me up and took me out of battering relationships, out of my alcoholism, out of my drug addiction. Nobody. It was me that had to, by seeing it in my mind's eye where I wanted to go and knowing that I could do it. And I'm in the same spot now of creating more. It's a creative process. And my next creative endeavor, so I've created my self-sabotage coaching website and counseling, because that's what I do. I've done it for 40 years. The self-sabotage, understanding programming more, just goes right in with what I've done my entire life in my nursing career, because I was a therapist. I was not a hands-on nurse per se, though I have done that. I was more a therapist. And my next one is, I'm in the process of selling this beautiful little investment, this condo, because there's a different way of life that I want to try in this area where I am. And I'm going to do a mobile coffee truck. Yes, coffee's a drug and it's not good, but you know what? I can sell it because this is the coffee capital, and create a nice little income stream for somebody from this country, myself and somebody else. Share the wealth that I create, because I will create wealth. So on this day, I want you to just believe in yourself, believe in your dreams, believe in where you can go, and be appreciative for the moment that you're in right now, because there, by the grace of God, I just look at myself and think I could have been, if I had stayed in Canada, if I had not have connected the dots and been able to be open-minded enough to see and understand things, I'd be dead. I wouldn't be sitting here in paradise. I wouldn't have this great future, because you know what? I'm going right down the middle fucking line. I could die, yes, there could be war, they could be forced jabs, which I'll take it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing any of their things. Right? But I can live fully each day, because there is nothing safe. That's why I fucking hated that safe and effective bullshit. You want to live life? You ain't going to be safe. There ain't no safe. There's no nothing. You have to basically, and this really hit home when Neil died, and I was able to process and sort of get through that without, offing myself, right? There is nothing underneath. There is no security. There's nothing. There's us. And you have to have faith. And you have to jump off the cliff sometimes and do things that frighten you and challenge you, because that's how we grow. And that's what this is about. We're evolving, not into a fucking machine. So just this, wake up with gratitude, go to bed with gratitude. There's something in that period before we're fully awake and before we're fully asleep. In that in-between hypnagogic state where you're in theta wave, you can reprogram much quicker your subconscious. And that's what it's about, to get rid of the brainwashing, to take that power that they've by stealth weaponized against you, and take it back into your own hands. Number one is gratitude. Authentic gratitude, authentic positive feelings in the middle of a shitstorm. You can do it, I have seen poverty that would rip your heart out. And this is everywhere. I've talked to other nurses that went years ago to the Dominican Republic. And the happiest people they ever met were the ones that had fuck all. And they were the ones that would give you the shirt off their back, because they know they need each other to survive, right? In more affluent countries like Canada, this is where you see this when the social bonds have been broken and people can't reconnect again, right? They're just totally isolated. It's like everybody's in their little isolation bubble, right? Because they feel they don't need other people. Well, you do, and you need to let your good heart shine. So gratitude. So that's and playing my guitar. I love playing my guitar. One day, when I feel more confident, I'll put one up. I like, of course, classic rock and roll and punk rock. My great friend here, Manu Rock, we play music together. And he's introduced me to some of the last good music, I would think. Probably from the 90s, some from the 2000s. I really like Creed. I think that Creed's a very good band. And there's some, because my friend comes from a very religious background. His parents are pastors. And his family, his wife, and everybody's white, of course. This is Panama. So some religious rock, Demon Hunter, love them. So opening my mind to new music, but loving the old, because I love the old. So that's what my coffee truck will be, a representation of that. Rock and roll, classic cars, classic rock and roll. And some good coffee, because I'll make the best that I can. I won't be drinking it. I have one a day. I understand the dangers of coffee. It's not good, I know, for my temporal lobes. But you know what? After how many freaking years, I just want one. But, I know people that drink pots of it, and what it does, the cortisol stomach that you get, because it's just putting you in fight and flight, and it really does shut down your thinking brain. It does. I know people think that it makes them feel better. It doesn't. If I have 2 cups, sometimes I do. You go out to specialty coffee places here. It's different. They're not Tim Hortons and stuff. Yeah, you do. So that's my thing. Not alcohol. I fucking hate that shit. Here, people on the phone. Let's fine. Let's have something that makes us stupid, but makes us think we're not. Okay. Okie dokie then. And one last little thing that's been happening here, and I've been noticing it. Nobody wants to listen to this either. It's like, oh, that could possibly be. Yeah, weather warfare. It does happen. They have absolutely changed the atmosphere. Now here, they're just starting to work on here. I mean, the nanoparticulates are everywhere, but I've really noticed it because I've been noticing planes that aren't on the typical flight path that I have watched, right, from the beach where I am, right? You can see where the planes come into David, because that's the only airport. Well, I'm seeing ones that are flying opposite, different directions, right? So instead of going this direction, they're going back and forth like this. I've noticed for the last few days this whiting of the sky, because I noticed it in Canada, because Canada is really sprayed like a bunch of fucking ants. They just spray us as little bugs, put all this fucking particulate in the fucking air, fuckers. So I've been noticing it here. And for the last couple of years, I've noticed the pulsing lights in the sky that are not fucking lightning. That's not normal. That's overexciting the ionosphere, where the war is. The war is below your feet and above your fucking head. It's energy. It's energy, and it's us. We're energy beings. We live in an energy world. And we have to stop being little kitties and thinking this shit ain't happening. It is fucking happening. Just think every moment of every day, these people are fucking around up there. They're put, and of course it's not public knowledge. Man, I go on we're talking about who fucked who, and this is this, and I'm sick with this, and I'm an adult with autism, and these labels that mean nothing. Right? It's to homogenize to everybody that you're all the fucking same, right? All the same. You're a unique divine spark of God, of the Creator. You are different than other people because you're uniquely you. Be uniquely you. Be you. That small voice inside your head that tells you who to be, right? In a moral, authentic, that true being. Not the one that they're molding you into. That you're this, you're that, I'm this label, that label. I'm none of those fucking labels, by the by. I'm not. Labels will get you into thinking, oh my God, I'm 66. I need someone to take care of me. Please. There are 80-year-olds that run business. I had a woman, a client that I used to go see. She was fucking near in her 90s. Her sister's boyfriend, he was in his and he was an inventor, an entrepreneur. He created what held the heart when they do open heart surgery that hold the chest cavity open. So age is, and in Canada, they're making you think younger and younger. You're all 50, you're 50. When I hear people talking about, 50, I'm elderly. Yeah, get a grip. That's just the fucking killing fields, because they want to get you off this fucking planet before you ever, ever, ever get any type of pension, because they've stolen your pension. So, two sides that I live my life. This is how I live my life. I look at the fucking shit that's going on because I'm not going to not see it, right? But I also live with great hope, and I live in the moment because it's all we got. We here right now, right now. I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm wise, I'm strong, I'm whole, and I'm free. And this is all there is now. The future isn't here yet. And I'm planning for the future that I want. And I'm putting it out there in the field all the time by imagining it. And I've done this. It's how I've gotten to where I am. By seeing it like it's real, like I'm already there. And believing that it will indeed happen. Because it will indeed happen. Because I'll make it happen. I will create the factors that will make it happen. So be grateful. Understand who you are. You're the manifester. You're the co-creator with God, right? Evil's real. Good's real. God, the devil, they're real. They are real energy patterns. You're the co-creator. Gratitude's part of it, but you need to see what's going on too. You have to acknowledge the darkness in the world, because the darkness in the world also lives in us. It's what you feed. It's what you feed is what you emanate in an electrical, magnetic way. We need to look at the world in a different way. The world is not the scene. We see like, small, poco spectrum of what's around us in this range that we see. And we only have so many cones and rods in our eyes that take in visual signals that are processed and made into images in our brain. There's only so many of them. There is a world around us, and that is the world that they're manipulating. The very basic blocks of life, like CERN, breaking atoms. And now they're working on building something that will break subatomic. The thing is, they don't know what they're doing. They can do it, but because you can do it, should you be doing it? Okay, I can't prove that they open portals, but I can't disprove that they don't open portals. What the fuck is the point of that? What the fuck are you doing that for? And CERN, HARP, all these things, and people just go, they couldn't, that's for our cell phone. No, it's not. That's the control grid. It's going on around you. They're information fields, but they're synthetic information fields because they're playing with the fields of information. I always always go on more. So the song that I'm working on right now is a really good one. I'll link it to Soul Shine by the Allman Brothers. They're a good band. I like the Allman Brothers. They had a sad, it was a kind of sad, they were a sad group of people, but goddamn could they make the blues, Greg Allman. So that I will share in my latest wise quote video about who you are and your energy, because it sort of aligns with how I feel. Maybe not all of it, but most of it. Okay, you have a very good day, and for those people in Boqueta, God bless you. Yeah, God bless you. If you just, I'll tell you one little story about Boqueta. So Boqueta is up in the hills here in Panama. So it's cooler climate. A lot of the expats live there, but it's also coffee country. And you have the Aboriginal people, the fucking hills, I'm telling you. And the air's thinner. Man, up and down, working in the fields. You see, they're in this country, it's not like Canada. They are reliant on themselves, but they've been, of course, ushered into these little places too, right? So on those, and so the water comes pouring down. It comes down like you would not believe. The rivers become swollen and then just flood everything. So it was quite, and I believe in my heart, I believe it's related to what's been going on up in the ionosphere, right? It saturates, because I've seen the particulate matter. I've actually felt it in my nose. Every morning I wake up and I have my nose. I'm not like that usually, right? I'm responding in my mind to what's floating around in the air. So what it does, the particles are more charged, and also they can carry more load, right? There's more of them, and they can stay, because of the density of the air, they stay longer and they produce more. Research it. What's it called? Atmospheric spread. They've changed the name. It's not geoengineering. I can't remember what the atmospheric something or other. It's all the some fucking same thing. The fucking mad motherfuckers. People should not have the amount of money that these fucking crazy people have. It makes them go loco, because they're fucking neurotic too. They're all looking for the fucking God particle so that they can be, Thor or whatever they want to fucking be. Inky or fucking lunatics. Okay, peace. Have a good day.